One punch. That's all it took to divide boxing fans across the globe. Was it a low blow? Or was it the shot that should have made Daniel Dubois champion? Nearly a year after that explosive moment, Alexander Usyk and Dubois are back, this time on the grandest stage. On Saturday, July 19th, live from Wembley Stadium, with ringwalks expected at 9:45 p.m. British Summer Time, all the heavyweight belts are on the line. And one controversial chapter in boxing is about to be rewritten. This isn't just a rematch. It's a war for redemption, revenge, and legacy. Usyk, the undefeated tactician. Dubois, the underestimated knockout artist. A disputed finish in 2023 left the world divided, and now, there's no hiding, no controversy, just the truth, ready to explode under the lights of Wembley. If you're feeling the tension already, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next twist in this crazy fight game. Let's rewind to August 2023. In a packed arena in Poland, Alexander Usyk stepped into the ring to defend his unified heavyweight titles against Daniel Dubois. The fight was supposed to be a routine title defense. But in round 5, everything changed. Dubois landed a body shot, sharp, clean, and crushing, that sent Usyk to the canvas. The referee ruled it a low blow. No knockdown. Usyk was given nearly 4 minutes to recover. And he did. He bounced back, outboxed Dubois, and stopped him in round 9. But in the eyes of many, the real story was already written. Social media erupted. That shot was legal. Dubois should have been champion. Usyk was saved. The boxing world was left with more questions than answers. Dubois didn't forget. He stayed silent, trained in shadows, and plotted revenge. Meanwhile, Usyk's journey took him into the history books. In May 2024, he faced Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia for the undisputed crown. In a thrilling fight, Usyk knocked Fury down in round 9 and edged out a split decision victory, becoming the first four-belt heavyweight champion of the modern era. 7 months later, in December, he proved it wasn't luck, dominating Fury in the rematch and winning by unanimous decision. As Usyk conquered giants, Dubois was reborn. He stormed back with a vengeance, knocking out Jarrell Miller, then Filip Hrgovic, and finally Anthony Joshua in a shocking Wembley upset. That win gave Dubois the IBF heavyweight title and, more importantly, restored his legitimacy in the eyes of fans and promoters. 3 straight KO wins. A belt around his waist. And a burning hunger to settle the score with Usyk. And now, it's here. Saturday, July 19th, Wembley Stadium, London. Ringwalks expected at 9:45 p.m. British Summer Time, 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:45 p.m. Pacific Time. A sold-out crowd. A global audience. And one final answer to a year-old question, was that punch in 2023 a low blow, or the missed knockout of the decade? At the official weigh-in, Usyk tipped the scales at 227 pounds 3 ounces, the heaviest of his career. Dubois came in at a massive 243 pounds 8 ounces, outweighing the Ukrainian by over 16 pounds. Both fighters are exactly 6 feet 5 inches in reach, but Dubois has a 2-inch height advantage. On paper, he's younger, stronger, and riding knockout momentum. But Usyk brings unmatched ring IQ, footwork, and composure under fire. So what's at stake? Every major belt in boxing. Usyk currently holds the WBA, Super, WBO, WBC, IBO, and the Ring Magazine titles, while Dubois brings his IBF heavyweight title to the table. This isn't just a unification. It's for undisputed status, and bragging rights for a generation. And the undercard? Pure fire. Lawrence Oakley vs Kevin Lerena for the WBC Silver Heavyweight Belt. Daniel Lappin vs Louis Edmondson for the IBF Intercontinental and WBA Continental Light Heavyweight titles. Vladislav Serenko vs Solomon Dekers, Heavyweight Battle of Undefeateds. Adam Hamed vs Ezekiel Gregors, and Lasha Guruli vs James Francis at Super Lightweight. The entire card will be broadcast live on DAZN pay-per-view. The price? £24.99 in the UK. $59.99 in the US. $19.99 in the rest of the world. Buyers also get 7 days free access to the full DAZN platform, including documentaries, football, tennis, and combat sports coverage. The commentary lineup is elite. Adam Smith on play-by-play. Former world champions Barry Jones and Darren Barker calling the action. Analysis from Carl Frampton and the legend Lennox Lewis. Hosted by Kate Scott, reporting from Ade Oladipo. And in-stadium ring announcements by Thomas Triber and the iconic Michael Buffer. As for the odds, Usyk is the favorite at 2 of 7. Dubois is the underdog at 27 out of 10. A draw sits at 16 to 1. Usyk by KO is 5 of 4. Usyk by decision, 13 of 8. Dubois by KO, 15 out of 4. Dubois by decision, 9 to 1. But here's the thing, despite the odds, fans are divided. X, formerly Twitter, is flooded with predictions. Some say Usyk is too smart, too slick. Others believe Dubois is a man on a mission, stronger, more mature, and finally ready. One user posted, he landed the KO shot last year. This time, he'll make sure it counts. Another countered, Usyk's already beaten Fury twice. Dubois is getting schooled again. Beyond punches and belts, this fight is also a mental war. Usyk has always maintained a playful, lighthearted demeanor, dancing at weigh-ins, smiling through press conferences. But at this week's face-off, he was different. Focused. Cold. Silent. Dubois, in contrast, carried a storm in his eyes. "I've been quiet for a year," he said. "Now I speak with my fists. Trainers say he's stronger than ever. Sparring partners say he's meaner. He's not here to box. He's here to finish what he started." And that raises the real question, when the lights hit Wembley on July 19th, will it be skill or fire that wins? For Usyk, this could be the final chapter. At 38, he's already defeated Joshua, Dubois, and Fury twice. If he wins here, he becomes the undisputed king who cleaned out the division. There would be nothing left to prove. For Dubois, this is his chance to rewrite history. To prove the 2023 low blow wasn't a fluke. To silence the doubters. And to become the first Brit to hold all 4 heavyweight belts since Lennox Lewis. This isn't just a rematch. It's a battle for history. Boxing analysts are split on how this rematch will unfold. Former champions like Lennox Lewis and Andre Ward have voiced contrasting predictions. Lewis believes Usyk's superior footwork and ring IQ will once again neutralize Dubois's power. He's seen the big punches. He's felt them. And he still got up, said Lewis in a recent podcast. But Ward counters, suggesting the psychological edge might now lie with Dubois. He believes he knocked Usyk out before. That kind of belief is dangerous, it frees a fighter to take risks. Meanwhile, current heavyweights like Joe Joyce and Filip Hrgovic have openly stated that Dubois has unfinished business and may come in more calculated than ever. This rematch isn't just about titles, it's about legacy. If Usyk wins again, he solidifies himself not just as the undisputed champion, but as one of the greatest heavyweights of his generation, a man who unified cruiserweight, then dominated heavyweight. On the other hand, if Dubois pulls off the upset, it will be one of the greatest redemption stories in modern boxing. A fighter written off after losses to Joe Joyce and Usyk will have completed a narrative arc from broken prospect to heavyweight king. As fans and critics alike prepare for this showdown, one thing is certain, history will be made on July 19th in the US, and the morning of July 20th in Korea. So, what will the world witness on Saturday, July 19th? A repeat of Usyk's dominance, or Dubois finally getting justice? The last time these two touched gloves, controversy reigned. This time, the truth will be unavoidable. Tell us your prediction in the comments and don't forget to subscribe, because the fallout from this war is only just beginning.